Well, we love featuring artists you should know about. And today we're heading to Nashville to chat with singer-songwriter Gracee Shriver. Gracee grew up in Oklahoma. She's been writing, singing, and playing guitar since she was 9 years old. She was a contestant on season 17 of NBC's The Voice, where she placed in the top 16. She went to Belmont University, and she's ready to release her latest single called Fake Blonde on Friday. And guess what? You get to hear it first today. We're excited to have Gracee Shriver on the show. First, Gracee, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me. I'm pumped.
Well, CMA Fest was just this past weekend in Nashville. Did you go check it out?
Oh my goodness, yes. And there were some amazing artists playing. I mean, that's like Christmas morning in Nashville. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy all weekend long. Well, I was researching you, and I found like 10 years ago, you're playing Sweet Home Alabama somewhere in Oklahoma when you were 11.
Yes, sir, yeah. My dad was really big on the rock music, and he had me learn a whole bunch of those songs. That was one of the first songs I ever learned to play, so it's kind of funny.
Yeah, I think he posted a video when you were like 9 doing Demi Lovato. So was it your dad that was getting you into music?
Well, my mom's side's super musical, and I kind of just was always drawn to it. You know, our family reunions were just spent around campfires playing guitar. And so once I showed some interest, my parents started enrolling me in festivals, and I won my first guitar out of a drawing, and now here we are.
Wow, incredible. So, and you were playing guitar the whole time too, right?
Yes, sir, yes. I won my first guitar at the Bluegrass Chili Festival in Collinsville, Oklahoma, and now here I am. The next year I won a second one as well, and that's been my favorite thing to do since.
Wow. Well, and then you made countless trips to Nashville. Over You is an original song that came out 7 years ago when you were 14. So when did you start hitting the studio? Was that it?
Yeah, I started recording songs around when I turned about 13. My parents took us to a studio in Kansas City, and I cut about an EP, like 6 songs worth. And then I went, did high school. I went on The Voice, and right after I got off The Voice, I had been writing my whole entire life. So I released my first, kind of actual song. Those first songs were some trial and error,
Oh, yeah.
We try not to talk about them.
Yeah.
No, it was fun, though. And so I did that and then released my first song right after The Voice and was able to, get some momentum from that. We didn't know how Spotify or anything worked. We just threw it out there and it got on some mega playlists and kind of took off. So it's been crazy seeing, what God's been able to do with all that and just getting to play shows. It's a dream come true.
Yeah, you mentioned The Voice. You were on The Voice season 17. You were just 16 years old. I mean,
yes, sir.
What was the process? How'd you get on the show?
I submitted a video. I wanted to be on one of those shows so bad, and I begged my parents, and they kind of settled on, like, okay, 16 you can try. And I was a senior in high school. I was just always kind of young for my grade, so I submitted a video, and they came back, and they sent me out to L.A., and so my mom and we lived out there for about 6 months in a hotel room and filmed this show, and it was a crazy experience. I met some of the best friends in my life still. Wow,
yeah. So you're still talking to people from the show?
Oh, yes, for sure. We had a bond. When you go through something like that, you have a tight bond.
I can't believe you were 16. I mean, you're very mature, Gracee.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it.
I mean, it's crazy. Because what did you learn from the show?
I think my biggest takeaway would probably be that I just need to stay true to myself with my music, because there's a lot of talk, and especially moving to Nashville now, there's a lot of talent, and there's a lot of people that want you to fit into a certain mold too to, fill a spot on a roster. But if you stay true to yourself, man, the fans connect. It's more authentic, and you really go a lot further than trying to fit the mold. Yeah,
you got to do what you want to do.
Yes, for sure, because you're branded like that for life.
Exactly.
But I found a lot of joy in it on the show as well. Just being able to do my thing, I just realized, I want this as a career, but also this is just who I am. No matter how far you make it, or, if you're just playing to bars with a couple people, like, I just love music. And so it was awesome to get to kind of just experience it and get to do it at all levels.
Yeah, we're chatting with Gracee Shriver. Go check her out, GraceeShriver.com. It's Gracee. She's on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify. Her latest single, Fake Blonde, comes out on Friday. Now, did you finish up at Belmont last year?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I actually ended in December. I was a little bit of an early graduate so that I could get on the road a little quicker, but I finished up my bachelor's degree there.
What did you graduate with?
I was a music business major, so it was a business degree, but on kind of more the contract side of business.
Well, that's good. That should help you out.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I learned a lot.
Yeah, you can read those contracts before you sign them. You got to read between the lines.
Exactly. Definitely need it in this town.
Yeah, for sure. What you just played a few shows in Hawaii in April. How cool was that?
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. I'd only been to Hawaii one other time, but I'd never been to the place. We went to Honolulu, and then we went over to Maui as well, which was a blast. It was perfect weather, playing on the beach, and there's a lot of country music fans in Hawaii. I was pleasantly surprised, and we had a great time.
Yeah, because you played at Waikiki Beach.
Yes, sir.
That had to be something. I mean, was it right on the beach?
It was. It was right on the beach. We were overlooking the water. This beautiful sunny evening, and they catered in Nashville night's food, and it was a blast. The fans were awesome, and I can't wait to go back. Fingers crossed that happens soon.
Yeah. Well, one of your previous singles, Yodel-A-Hee Ho, if you go to Gracee's social media on her Instagram, you're out on the street asking people if they can yodel. This is hilarious, Gracee.
Yes, sir. I know. It was funny. That song kind of came about. I was, going back home and talking to some people about just their upbringing in music. And Miss Wanda Jackson, she's the queen of rockabilly. She was one of the first women to sing country music. She kind of told me her story of getting into music and how back in her day, women were just yodel girls in country. And I thought, you know what? I love to yodel, but I'm not very good at it. But I thought I could put a modern twist on it. And so that kind of all was inspired from her and just her pep talks to me. And it's been a fun one to get to play live.
Yeah, because did you write the song?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just by yourself, or did you co-write it with her?
I started writing it and then took it into my producer, Gina Johnson.
Okay.
She's awesome. She actually engineers and produces the Chris Stapleton, Casey Musgrave stuff, and she's great. And so we finished it up together and then got in the studio and produced it, and it's been so fun. I love that one.
Yeah, mentioning Gina, I was going to mention her. She's your producer. I mean, she engineered Higher by Chris Stapleton. She's worked with Shelby Lynn, Ashley Monroe. How did you meet Gina?
I met her. It's crazy, it's such like a big, small town. But Miss Leslie Fran, she's over CMT, and I met her through Belmont.
Okay.
And she introduced me. So it's just like 1,000,001 connections led us together. She's so young, so talented. She actually just won like another Grammy off the Chris Stapleton stuff. And she just fell in love with my music, and we bonded. And I basically lived at her house for a couple months while we cut some singles. It was a dream come true. Super fun. Yeah,
it's got to be amazing. I was looking at her Instagram page, and I was like, holy cow.
Yes.
She's done some big stuff, so that's pretty amazing. Go check out Gracee. She's on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify. It's Gracee Shriver. Her latest single, Fake Blonde, comes out Friday, and you're going to hear it first here this morning. How many pairs of boots do you own, Gracee?
Last time I counted, I think it's about 36 pairs of sparkly studded boots, and the number is growing.
Holy cow.
I know, that's just the sparkly ones. If we want to get into just, the everyday wearing, I don't know. It's up there.
Where do we store them? Do we have a closet just for the boots?
Yes, we do. I'm talking my dad into building me a little boot wall right now. He's being a little slow on the project, but we'll get there.
That's hilarious. Where's the best place to buy boots?
Dillard's. Shout out to Dillard's.
Dillard's?
Gianni Beanie brand is basically where I get them all. But yeah, I know everyone's like crazy, thinks I'm crazy, but Dillard's, I tag them in everything and they always comment, so they want to hook me up.
Exactly. If you need a person.
I do.
Dillard's, give Gracee a call. Man, that's... Yeah, every shot, she's got a different pair of boots on. I was like, holy cow, how many pairs of boots does this girl have?
It's my thing. I love heel boots, and I'm 5'9", too, so people always are like, oh, gosh, take off the high heels, but I just can't. I love them.
Wow. Yeah, well, that's even better. Well, I saw your moms on Instagram. You guys were doing a swig taste test. I mean, you mentioned you're heading to California with your folks this weekend. I mean, your folks are huge influence in you.
Oh, my goodness, yes. I have the best family and the best parents, and they don't miss a show. I mean, they hop on planes and in tour buses to get wherever they can. I'm super thankful for that. My sister, we're really close as well, so I have the best family I could have ever asked for.
Yeah, that's awesome. And what's Blue Eyed Productions?
That is my management. So that's actually like I kind of started. We got together and they kind of based it around me and my blue eyes. We were thinking of a cool name, so that's my management company actually right now.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
So do they just manage you?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Well, that's why you're so busy, because they got to keep doing something.
Yes, it's been a blast, and they're awesome, and along with the family support, I couldn't have asked for a better team than what I have right now.
Huh. Yeah, that's sweet. Well, we played earlier, Hurts When You're Healing. Tell us about that song, Gracee.
Yeah, that one was super cool. I don't release a ton of slow kind of ballad songs, but I wrote that one on my bedroom floor and ended up taking it to one of my buddies in Nashville. He's Garth Brooks' tour, or, band leader. And they're at their residency right now or whatever, but his name's Bobby Terry, and he's one of the best songwriters in town, in my opinion. And we finished that one out on piano, and then I ended up taking it to Miss Gina. It was kind of one of those I never thought I'd release because it was so kind of raw and vulnerable, but once we got in the studio, I fell in love with it and thought I'd get it out there for a little different taste.
Yeah, no, it totally is. Because I mean, have we found our sound?
Yeah, I'm definitely, Gina and me, we spent a lot of time in the studio just kind of like messing with different things. And I love country, but I also love the guitar licks with the rock flair, and I think like the studded boots and everything, they just kind of all meshed together. I grew up like listening. My influences were like Miranda Lambert and those that just had like the edge. Jason Aldean. It's like they had the country, but they had the little edges to it as well. So I definitely try to add some rock flair in there when I can.
Yeah, a little bougie boot country.
Bougie boot country, yeah.
Is Gracee. Well, and Friday, a huge day for you. Fake Blonde comes out. I'm a tinfoil princess. You could call me a hot mess. Is this autobiographical? What is this?
Yeah, it's so funny. I was writing with some of my girlfriends, and we had gone out the night before, and one of them was standing there. A guy walked up to her in the bar and was kind of hitting on her, and she politely declined him. Wasn't rude or anything, but he ended up coming back, probably an hour later, and we were just visiting, and he was like, I wasted my time on you. I didn't want you anyway because you're not even a real blonde, which got us belly laughing because we were like, man, we didn't know that was even an insult, and none of us are real blondes. And I think, by the time you get older, a lot of women aren't real blondes, so we thought it was funny and kind of wrote a sassy song about it, so a little bit autobiographical, yes. I have been getting highlights my whole life, so we were excited to put a fun summer song out.
Yeah, no, it's a great summer song. Wait until you hear this thing. Where did you do these photos with you in this pink kitchen, or where was this?
There's a house in Nashville, kind of towards East Nashville, and the lady, she lives there full time, but she rents it out for some photos, and that is her legit kitchen. It's insane.
Wow, yeah, they're pretty cool photos. Are we going to have a video for Fake Blonde?
We are. It's releasing end of July, early August. My sister's actually assigned me at Bama, so we're using the whole play. I don't know if you're on Bama TikTok. Are you on TikTok?
Uh-uh.
Okay, well, any of your listeners will know what I'm talking about if they're on TikTok. But we have a really cool video coming out for it. I'm actually doing some choreography stuff this week, so we can't wait. It's going to be really exciting.
Huh, well, that's cool. What did you say it was? Bama TikTok?
Yeah, it's the Rush TikTok. I don't know if you know what Rush is or how big Alabama Rush is.
Yeah.
University of
Yeah,
Alabama.
oh, yeah.
But they have a huge Rush platform, and so we're getting them incorporated with the video. CMT's partnering with it. It's going to be super fun.
Yeah, well, that's cool. Because what were you doing? CMT was spinning one of your other songs.
Yes, sir. It was one of my first songs I released when moving to town, after I'd moved to town. And it was Like a Broken Record. And they partnered with and premiered that one, and that was a dream come true because that's all I'd ever wanted was for them to play a video. So we got to push that one to them, which was special.
Yeah. Well, and if you go to Gracie's website, GraceeShriver.com, you got brand new merchandise that's just dropped.
Yes, we have a little summer merch that dropped. We'll have more coming at the end of this year, but we did some fake blonde stuff and some Stanleys, which were cool, and they've been selling great, which is awesome. So get your merch. Yeah,
get your merch. There's some fake blonde shirt merch on there. There's a bunch of Gracee Shriver merchandise on there, so go check her out, GraceeShriver.com. And where'd we get the guys in the band? Did you meet them at Belmont? Where'd we find them?
We met them throughout Nashville. It was another, kind of random connection thing. I recorded a song, and a couple of them were in the studio band, which introduced me to more, and they've been with me ever since. We've been together about 4 years now. They're great.
Oh, awesome. And then what's next? I mean, you said you're heading to California to play some shows. What's going on next?
Yeah, we're heading to California. Right after that, we head to Kentucky for a 4th of July festival, back to Oklahoma for a couple shows. We're hoping to get out to Arkansas, I think, after that. So we're staying pretty busy throughout the end of this year and the rest of the summer. And it's festival season. It's my favorite time of year.
Yeah, for sure. And are you 21 now?
I just turned 21. Yes, I'm legal.
Wow. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, can you believe? Are we at where we want to be? Can you believe where we're at? What's your thinking?
Oh, I definitely have a lot more ways I want to go, but I'm just trying to learn you only got one life, right? So you just got to soak up every season that you're in. And I'm super thankful for this season I'm in right now, and I know that we have way more strides ahead of us. So I'm just gonna, enjoy every second. And one day hopefully I'll have a clan of kids, and I'll be able to look at them and tell them about all the fun times of being packed in a minivan to on a tour bus and all the stages. Yeah,
playing to sold out shows all across the country. So go and check her out. Go and follow her. She's at GraceeShriver.com. She's on Facebook, Instagram. Go to Spotify. Listen to all of her stuff. And Fake Blonde comes out on Friday. Well, Gracee, thanks so much for coming on.
Yes, thanks for having me. Y'all are the best.
Here's Fake Blonde. It comes out on Friday. You're hearing it first. It's Gracee Shriver. It's KIX 96.5.